Good morning. Good morning. Hi, it's Darren here. Just thought I'd do another little good morning. I'm thinking this might be a nice little habit now, just to say good morning, everybody, in the morning. Some of you were thinking, gosh, Darren, it ain't even morning. And it isn't. Do you know what? I very nearly did this at 5 o'clock this morning, because that's the time I woke up. And because today and the weekend is generally a kind of a semi work, but mostly a kind of taking Trisha out kind of weekend, and hopefully getting to see some very special friends weekend. Um, this morning I didn't have to get up. I was at one of our youth projects last night. I was over in Offerton, which was great, by the way. But then, yeah, I woke up really early, like you do. You get that insomnia thing sometimes. And so 5 o'clock this morning, I was ready to go. I thought I'll do a 6 o'clock good morning live stream and say hello to all the early risers, and then just went back to sleep again. And I started dreaming about Glastonbury of all things. Um, I don't know if you know, but a guy called Roy Harper, Roy and his son Nick. Roy's coming out of his retirement and going to play Glastonbury this year, and it came to mind to me when I was asleep, and so I had this dream that sorry, the camera doesn't follow me around. I had this dream that me and Tricia were there. That for some reason, I decided to take her to Glastonbury, and even though the mobility issues there aren't very good, I think in the dream I spent something like 95 quid each for a ticket, and we didn't really get anywhere. But we managed to get in, well, to the back, see Roy and Nick as you do. But in the dream, it was weird because let's go around the front, and we went around the front, and we found ourselves doing an about turn 108 degrees, and we were still at the back. You know what dreams are like sometimes. They're very surreal, aren't they, dreams? That's the kettle you can hear, by the way. That's the kettle. That's me brewing up for Trish. Trish is struggling. She's not too good. So she's still in bed. So we'll gently get her awake, and away we go. And yeah, so today, friends, I'm trying to get a gig arranged for this weekend. And it's not coming off me, but that's my next call now. Is to try and arrange the gig. Not that many gigs for me at the moment, but a little reminder, if you're not doing anything next Saturday, April the 12th, I'm going to knock that kettle on the head. That's way too loud, that kettle, this morning for some reason. Saturday, April the 12th, we're doing, me and Trish is going to, well, I say me and Trish, I'm playing and Trish is going to come along and maybe toot some on the harmonica, which is always very nice. Next Saturday in Bury, at the Bury Met, we're opening a show for a couple of guys called Celebratory Cake. Uh, Cracking lads, doing some really wonderful and wicked stuff on acoustic guitars, and it's their debut album release gig next Saturday, April 12th at Bury Met. We're going to be doing our proper live stream on Monday night, 7 o'clock. We've been rerunning it on Sundays and Fridays, and I think with Facebook algorithms being as they are, nobody's been watching that. So I think what we're going to do is just run the Monday night live stream now, 7 o'clock one, and make a big deal of it. I want to publicise it. I'm still a great believer in live streams. I think they're great. I was chatting with Steve Roberts about it at George Street Community Books the other day. I called in to see Steve. Lovely guy, Steve. If ever you're in Glossop, go into George Street Community Bookshop. Go and have a look around, support the bookshop, and say hello to Steve Roberts, brilliant singer-songwriter. And we were talking about live streams and whether or not they work anymore, and I'm a great believer that they do. But Steve was saying, and he made an interesting point. He said maybe we should have all paid for the internet from the beginning, and then it wouldn't be so as rubbish as it is now, and it is a bit, isn't it? What's happened to Facebook? Oh, I'm getting all the, I'm still getting all the Elon Musk stuff, which is really annoying, and I wonder what they're getting in Greenland at the moment. They must have all the Hollywood celebrities and all the anti-Russian rhetoric and all the pro-America this, that, and the other. Pro-American freedom, ha ha ha, and all this nonsense. Um, yeah, I'd hate to be in Greenland right now with all the pro-American stuff. Ugh, I wonder if it is like that in Greenland. Do you know anybody in Greenland? Um, I don't know. What's it like? Anyway, I'm going to do my coffee. As if you were with us yesterday, you'd have got an insight into Darren's superb recipe for morning coffee. Now then, like I say, I'm not a capsule person. Never been a capsule person. I don't believe in all that waste. But somebody sort of gave us one of those little coffee machines a while ago. So first thing in the morning, I use the coffee machine and I treat myself to one of these little capsules, a little espresso thing, with hot milk, and it really does sort me out. It's a lovely little coffee hit. And for breakfast this morning, if you're interested, little Harvey was around a few weeks ago, and we got him some Choco Squares. This is like a cheap version of something that Kellogg's do. I think it's probably an Aldi version, I think, but they're all right. You know, they go with a little bit of milk. It's got a best before date on that says I think I need to eat them really. I don't like food going to waste. I'm one of those people. I'm going to put my sweetener in with my milk as well because that's something that I like to do. Is mix the sweetener in with the milk. So yeah, recycling food. I don't like food waste. I've got a food caddy here with lots of food waste in, and that's gone in the compost bin. That's leftovers from yeah. I was going to say last night's tea, but I think we've put previous night's tea in there as well. It's a bit reeky and it needs to go in the bin, Darren. It really does. In the compost bin. Do you know in Stockport here at the moment they've got there's a charge on now. The council are charging people £59 a year for their green bin, right? This is extra to council tax and everything else, and it's kicked up a right fuss this house around here. Uh, but it's for garden waste only. So basically, if you're putting garden waste in a green bin, you're getting charged £59 a year extra. So certainly for sure, we've not got a garden as such. We've just got a little patch with some grass. So I'll be composting all mine, along with all the food waste that we have. I try not to have too much food waste, obviously. Uh, and but yeah, £59 a year, and it baffles me. Well, people baffle me. Loads of them are kicking off about having to kick up, pay an extra £59 to the council. Yet half the ones who are kicking off, are like the people who voted for Brexit, which has cost them a hell of a lot more, and yet they vote for Brexit and all that kind of right wing nonsense and you know they don't. I don't get it. Why don't people just do the maths on things like Brexit and things like bins? If you've not got a garden, if you're not well off, you don't have a garden. Therefore, you don't have to pay the extra £59.